What is popping? Your boy's back. Roger Real Deep Cool. I think I got the thing kind of hooked up. I'm back to the old um, iRig thing I was looking using on before until I get the other cable in again. Hopefully this cable will be better. But I just want to talk about my workflow here at RocDaHouse Studios, okay? Especially during the mastering process of the CD. So basically, I had this computer right here that has Ozone 9 and Logic in here. And I was going to use Logic with Ozone 9 or Ozone 9 by itself, or use the elements that I purchased. A couple things you can use, the tonal balance and things like that from Ozone. But once I picked up the Apollo Twin, as you can see there, once I picked up the Apollo Twin, and it's not like I have a lot of things to use, because I don't have a lot of those plugins, but I kind of like the way the sound is going through this, as opposed to just going through the Sapphire. But actually, what's happening is um, I'm using this as my interface for Logic. Logic is going to be my this bad boy keep moving around. Hopefully, don't knock the phone down. Logic is going to be my DAW. I decided it's going to be my DAW for mastering. So basically, what I have is I have the console from Universal Audio for the Apollo Twin, and that is what I'm going to be using also for mastering in Logic. As you can see right now, I had a mic hooked up, and all my plugins ran out. Let me just give you all a hint. If you ever buy any of the Apollo stuff, the Universal Audio, and they give you the plugins, don't open them up until you know you're going to use them. Because once you open them, they start counting down whether you use it or not. I'm like, oh snap! I thought I had opportunity to use VoxBox. It's like, man, you got one more hour. So at 12 o'clock, I was out on that bad boy. Man, that's kind of crazy, but it is what it is. So right now, I'm ready to open up Logic here. Actually, it's actually already opened up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to import one of the tracks that I think is going to be one of my favorites. So the CD, the album, is going to contain a lot of tracks from all of my CDs, and then some new tracks that were just done with new vocalists and probably a couple other tracks and things like that. So it's going to be a culmination of a little bit of everything that encompasses 2020 for me, including my 20 years in this business. Actually, it's 22 years now. So I probably had this album done in 2018. Is that crazy? But it is what it is. So what I'm going to do now is I'm open up Logic, and I'm going to go to import audio file, right? Now we hope we're going to start new first. New. And we're just going to set up a stereo stem. That's all we want, stereo stem. No inputs needed. Just need 1 and 2 audio. Create. Now I really wasn't a Logic guy. All I was using Logic for over here in my Mac Mini was for like sounds, to help give me more sounds to compose with. But and I still will once I reset that up again once I start composing for people. But in the meantime, now I'm just using it for a stem, for my 2-track stem for mastering. So basically what I'm going to do is, now that I had a track, now that I have it open, I'm going to import a track in. So of course y'all know you go to File, Import, Audio File, and now I go to Music, and I'll pull a file out from something that I want to check out, okay? So now we're going to go to, of course, my favorite CD, of course, is always going to be Real Deep Cool. So we're going to go to Real Deep Cool. We're going to pick up Spare Room. Now we're gonna do Paradisio. So I'm gonna pick up Paradisio from the Roger Real Deep Cool CD. So we got that in there. Bam. We'll play it real quick. Make sure it's not too loud. Make sure we had a level right. All right. So what I did was I trimmed it. So we had a little intro, so I trimmed it a little bit so it'll start right off. So that's it. So now I got the audio file in there. Now I got it trimmed up. Now it's just a matter of throwing in my chain. Now I know, first of all, I'm down with the EQ. I won't be using any compression inside the box. The compression I'll be using is from my SB 4001 made by Serpent Audio. So I'll be using that for the compression. And for my additional EQ or my sound shaping, I'll be using my Elysia envelope to add a little bit more sparkle or attack to the track. All right. So basically, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna start off with the fab filter. You're gonna throw that in there. All right. So now we got the fab filter, the Pro Q3. We have that in there. So we close that one out. Then I'm gonna go with span. And the reason I'm gonna go with span because I want to actually see what the file is doing. You know what I mean? Even though you would think I would go span first, no, I want to see what it does after I do the EQ, and then I can always go back to the EQ and adjust it by looking at span. Even though the Pro Q3 almost had that span thing in there, but spans is totally different. So now I'm gonna go for span. Gotta find that bad boy. Here we go. What's the name of the company? Voxengo span. And that's a free download. So if you guys are interested in span, definitely want to check that out. You can see what the track is doing. There's a couple other things you can do in here too. I'm gonna learn more about that tomorrow. It's not just seeing what the wave does, but it also allows you to do a couple other things as well. So we're gonna close that one out. And then, last but not least, I'm not sure whether I'm gonna get the SonarWorks, but I probably will for headphones. So I'm gonna just plug in SonarWorks. I still got time on that. SonarWorks reference 4. And what that does is you pop that in there to EQ your headphones. Once you find out your headphones that you're going to be using, then what you do is you put that set of headphones in here, and then it'll flatten out your EQ on the headphones, not within the headphones, but through the program itself. And that way I can go back and forth. I can listen on the headphones. I'll come back out and see what it sounds like without the headphones, then back in with the headphones and kind of get an idea of what's going on. So right now, I'm going to go and pick another pair of headphones. So you got to choose your headphones. So you click headphones. Hold on. Okay. All right. So I have it calibrated for my headphones. Let me take that off. Now I'm clicking on headphones because I want to look at some more headphones, and I'm not getting the instructions to get more headphones. Because usually that's what you do. Hold on, maybe I'll do it over here. Close. I have like 18 days left to use this. So I'm going to close it out and start free trial. I'm already on. I don't know why it's saying start free trial. Let's start free trial. Okay. RaJuR, okay, at gmail.com. RaJuR, RDK at gmail.com. And we want to do the headphone edition. Activate. I think it's already been used. I already said that on another computer. Oh, that's right. So I can't use it on this computer because I'm actually using it on this computer. But then again, it looks like it's this plugin not activated. Yeah, so it's not letting me, that's crazy. Hold on a second, let me try it again. I'm gonna use my other email address. Start free trial. I got a lot of email addresses. Not unless it makes me go over to my email and confirm it. You know what I mean? PRO2SER. And what time is it? Okay. AOL.com. Right here, phone edition. Activate. Alright, so now it's activating and it's downloading all of the headphones that they have within their database. They have 297 sets of headphones that they've tested and they wrote programs for. That way they know how to EQ the headphones. So as for the ones that I was using before, by the way, I'm trying to throw off. I want to make sure I put this in front of me because I want to talk about this too. The headphones that I was using was the 141s, and once you click the application, it'll flatten the headphones out automatically. So you're able to mix correctly and add the amount of bass that you want, mid, whatever you got to do. Here to hear the spatial, what's going on. That's another. I forgot. That's what I want to put in there as well. I want to put the stereo widening thing in here as well in my plugins. That's gonna close. So now, hold tight. So now I want to add headphones. Add the system wide app, then it'll be loaded as a plugin. All right. System wide means it's kind of crazy that this thing will take over your whole computer system. So if you have a computer and you go system wide, it'll actually try to be your output for your computer as well, all the time. You got to turn it off. Kind of crazy. All right, so I have these new Sennheisers, and we know the Sennheisers are in here because Sennheisers are known for their headphones. So we go for the Sennheiser, and these are the 280 Pros wired. So we're going to click on that. It says new facelift. I'm not sure about the new facelift. I don't know if these are new facelift. I think these are regular Pros. So you click on it, you click on the headphones that you want, or the one that you're going to be wearing, and then you hit the select. All right? Now, once you do that, then it's just a matter of loading the headphones. So right now, it says add preset. Calibration profile. Now, I created new. I did this already. I'm not sure why I'm doing this again. This thing can be quite complicated at first. I really had much of a problem kind of setting this up, actually, the first time. But now it seems as though there's extra added stuff. Okay. Wi-Fi add, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we got all that now. Add preset. And you could test the output, so to say left, right, when you hit this button.
Left.
Right. Know what I mean? Sound like it's even, well, it sounds like it's out here, but it's not.
Left.
That's how good it sounds. All right, so left and right. We know we got the right headphones, left and right. They're on the right ears. We'll test it again.
Left.
I guess I got to hold it down.
Left.
Oh, you know
Left.
what? I'm not going to hear right because I have the headphones plugged into this non-stereo piece here. So I'm going to take it out. I'm going to put it in my regular headphone jack here. All right? And now we're going to go test the output.
Left.
Left, right. I can hear it. Unfortunately, this is mono here because there's only a mono input. And that's what I was supposed to be buying, iRig Duo Pro, but I decided I couldn't wait for it much longer. This is enough, I think, for you guys to get an idea of what I'm trying to do. Might not be the greatest of sounds, but hopefully you'll like it. All right, so then we hit Add Preset. And now, once you take off the flatness that it's going to do, you see what these headphones actually do. It goes up, it peaks around +3 at around, say, 50 hertz. Then it comes back down. It's like a skiggly wiggly line. You can't see it from here, but it goes like this. A little bump, and they go up, and then it comes down. So what you do is when you enact this plugin, bam, it straightens it out for you. So that way, you hear what it's going to sound like straightened out. Got me? All right, so now we got that enabled. And it says save headroom space. So we're going to do is we're going to play the track. We're going to lay that right there. Now I gotta plug back in the here. I want here. What we doing here with the save headspace. Save headroom. Now I'm supposed to be able to hear what it sounds like flat. And I think the only way I'm really going to hear that is if I listen through the Thunderbolt. That's what I think I'm going to hear that at. The monitor. Actually, I'm not hearing it through the Thunderbolt either. That's kind of crazy. Headphones? Oh, headphones. Right, headphones, I'm not getting, all I'm getting is the microphone. Because I think basically what's happening is actually I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna tell you the truth right now. This is not supposed to be happening like this. It's always something, yo. Basically, Logic is supposed to be using. Stop it. We'll go to audio. That's why it's not doing what it got to do. I'm using Sapphire. So let's listen again. And let's see if we can do this. This is my other interface called the Sapphire interface. But I want to use, I don't want to use Sapphire. I want to use the Thunderbolt. So let's see if this works. All right, now hit play. There we go. So now we can hear what's going on. Now I'll turn it down just for the sake of trying to make sure we hear everything. And mind you, I still had a mic plug up, so I can still turn the mic up. Well, while we doing our thing. Now I'm not sure if you heard the difference between the flat and how the signal sounds with if I'm listening to these headphones. Because basically what we're doing is we're listening to the sound to just be straight up how it sounds the way I mixed it when I put it into the 2-track, right? I can also hear what it sounds like mono, which you guys can too. But not really. I can hear what it sounds like in stereo, or I can hit the mono. So now when it ends, I get a chance to really, like, okay, now I wanna see what I can do to make this thing pop off, right? So I could save headroom and stop it from going to a certain level. So I'm taking it off because it's not loud enough for me. Take that off. Move it up a little bit. Alright. And here I get to see what's happening with span. Show me what's happening with the signal. Show me everything I need. Right now, I get to see it right here. Right? So now, like, all right, cool. Let me go to my EQ and start messing around. bring that horn out a little bit. Now, man, like I'm growing up, and man, I'm gonna bring that higher in the system. Bring that up. Now with that bass bumping too. Alright, so I was ready to let y'all listen to what it sounds like with the EQ and without the EQ. I'll move it back, start again. And there's with the EQ out, no EQ, with the headphones set to flat. So I can actually hear what's going on, right? That's what we listen to. Now with the EQ, I'm getting pop in. More high end in there. I changed the high end to a bell instead of a shelf. So once I change it from the shelf, I like that. I'm going to spray some butter love for bed, right? Butter love is good. Butter love. My man Rick Tate on saxophone. That's without the EQ, put the EQ in. Here we go. And last but not least, I'm making this last to open up the stereo field. So basically my chain is the Pro Q3 for the EQ, then span so I can see what's happening with the EQ and how it's looking like on the graph. Then sonar works to kind of even out my headphones because I'm mixing the headphones, flattening out my headphones, and then to the spatial controller so I can widen the stereo width a little bit. And I set safe bass so it doesn't try to split the bass. It'll leave the bass alone. It's just taking everything above, I think, maybe 500 hertz on up, and it kind of spreads out the space. So here we go. Level up a little bit. to go red, it'll let me know it's going red right here in this program. Span doing that, my EQ. I see my span is starting to get busy right here, it's starting to be active, real active. Right? So now I'm ready to go to the finishing touches. I'm gonna stop it. So now I'm ready to go to the finishing touches. Let me see how I turn. Well, I can't turn the mic up. I had them split on separate channels, but now I don't. So we got it. Mic going to be a little low from time to time. So now I'm going to go over here to my analog gear because I wanted to finish out being analog. And when I get this longer cable, y'all know what's going on, okay? So right now I have my compressor, and then I have my envelope by Elysia. And we'll go back and forth. And I also have my Aphex 204 if I want to give a little bit more bottom, because it has big bottom, or if I want to oil excite, which means add harmonics, tune in the harmonics, I can also do that as well. Okay? Right now, that is off, that's down, everything is up. I usually always just kept everything up, but I turned the mix down now because I want to work with that first. Okay, so here we go. Now what I'm doing on the compressor is I'm adding about 2 to 1. I'm doing 2 to 1 on the compressor, right? And then I got my attack around 15, so I wanted kind of a slow attack. I want to let some signal through, and then I got the release real fast it can go. And I can also use the key. I use this to set the release to auto, or it can be variable if I wanted to. But I just keep it fast. This right here is your blend knob, and that's what makes this very special because you got a blend knob. So you go in between it being straight up this dry, the way it's coming in, and then the more you blend it, the more it kicks in to what the compressor is doing. All right? Now, you got filters here so you can check out what you're trying to filter out. So the compressor, you don't want the compressor to hit certain things. I don't want that compressor to hit the bass. So I'm going to set this to go anywhere between 120 and above. I want it to compress. I don't want it to compress anything between 0, if possible, and 120 hertz. I don't want to squash in the bass. Here we have our threshold, and of course if it's all the way to the right, that means there's no compression taking place. The more you start going this way, the compression starts kicking in, as you can see the needle, just by hearing my voice. And then we have the gain. So of course, as you know, the more you turn up the gain, the more level that comes out. And then we'll start talking about this baby over here. And then it's going to be it, okay? So this is my chain. And we're going to make sure it's in stereo because I only want to work one side tonight. All right? So here we go. We're going to start the track. And I'm going to play around with it. And they're going to listen to the difference. Right now, we're listening to what's coming out of the computer with Logic. Now let's add in some compression. See how the gain went down? I want to squash that hard. There's the regular track. Then we go blend in some of the compressor. here. So that's the regular sound out of the computer. And this is the compressor. Now we go put your lead in there to mess around. And we're going to pick a frequency that we want to attack. See how the attack is. If I take it out, we'll attack. But take it out. Put it in. There's a stack of So this is the regular from the computer. What we listen to. And that's my process. So now we went from sounding very average with nothing happening, which is this right here. That's straight up, right? What's going on, cuz? So that's the difference. So basically what you're hearing is, I'm gonna turn the mic off in a second so we don't, you don't hear a lot of talking. But again, what I did was, I let y'all hear what the sound was just with what I did in the computer. Okay. Right? This is just what I did in the computer. Add an EQ. Pick the stand detector so I can see what's going on. Then I EQ my headphones so I know what I'm doing. And then I hit the spatial, open up the stereo field a little bit. That's what I did. And then after that, I go over to my analog section. And now, add no compression, tight boots, a little bit of attack on the high end, a little bit of sustain on the low end. There you go. Track is ready for the radio. Track is ready. And that's how I master my. So that's it. So I just wanted to come out and do that. First of all, I want to check the sound out, of course, before I go to bed. For 2 o'clock, I got to hurry up and get in there so they can upload this video so I can hear what it sounds like. Because I don't want it to be too loud. It's just a matter of trying to figure out what's loud and what's loud and not loud enough. And I'm trying to do that by using this little attachment I have right now, but it's not in stereo. It's in mono. So it's not going to be as clear and concise as it should be. I'm going to have to wait for another cable to come in, and then I can get the stereo back again, all right? Other than that, that is it, man. Hope everybody's doing well. Holla at your boy. Biggity bangity boogity bang. And you know what? That's it. I'm out, man. Take care of yourself. And I'll be sharing some of this butter love probably in the next month when it's darkened up a little bit. We got leather. We got butter. We got some, I forgot what that was. I forgot. but it's good. Butter love. And I'm out, y'all. Talk to you later. Sleep well. Talk to you soon. www.rajur.net. If you're here for the first time checking out my music video, I also do fragrances, as you can see. Bing, which I wore today earlier. For bedtime, I'm wearing Butter Love. We talk about fragrances as well, all right? So it's nice meeting you guys. If you've been here for the first time, check me out. Google me, RaJuR realdeepkool, and you take it from there, all right? Like, subscribe, and share. Out. Later.